Shalom, welcome to
eTeacherBiblical.
My name is Sigal. We're going to learn about another verbal form, Yiqtol verbal form. And this verbal form is going to be presented in lesson number 24. So why don't we look at the chart here in front of us, and we will be managing what is said about this verbal form. So look, each one of the persons again is going to have a different verbal form. I is going to take its different form, you is going to take its different form. Let me read it to you, and then we'll try to work on the notion of each one of them. So I is going to be Yiqtol. You, masculine singular, is going to be Yiqtol. Feminine singular is going to be Yiqtoli, etc. What can you see that is running along the morphology of the Yiqtol verbal form? You can see clearly that this time we are dealing with a prefix. You remember when we talked about katal? We showed over there, or we saw also over there, that we are expecting a suffix. Here we have a prefix. So each one of the persons must have a prefix. Some of them would take also a suffix, like you, feminine singular, is going to be Yiqtoli. So for you, feminine singular, you're going to have a prefix tav and also suffix yod. Still, the major notion of this verbal form is to have a prefix. Okay? Again, it's not just a merely combination of a prefix and the verbal form. I want to show you the other chart. Look again to the correlation of the pronoun and the verbal form. You can see ani. Look very well at the aleph of the ani, and then you can see that within the verbal form you have the same letter exactly. Yiqtol. Ata, the tav, is sharing both the pronoun and also the prefix of the verbal form. Keep on looking at anachnu. You can see the nun of anachnu, of the pronoun. The nun would appear in the verbal form. So there should be the same correlation of finding the prefix or the suffix in each one of the verbal forms we have learned until now. Look for them. You're going to see them in first persons and second persons. Why don't we see now a verse? So this verse is coming from Deuteronomy 10:2. I will read you the verse. I would like you to find the verbal form. Okay? It's going to appear, of course, in Yiqtol. ואכתוב על הלוחות את הדברים אשר היו על הלוחות הראשונים אשר שיברת. Did you find it? Very right. That's the form אכתוב. What can you say about the person? Can you find the person hidden within the prefix? Very right. This is the aleph. The aleph would tell you that we're dealing with I. Why? Because the pronoun of ani and the prefix of the verbal forms are the same. Aleph here and aleph there. V'echtov. Why don't you find there is another verbal form here in this verse, but this time it's in katal. I'll give you a hint and you will try to find it. You want to look for something for you, masculine singular. Did you find it? Very right. This is the verb shibarta. You can clearly see that this is a verbal form from katal. Why? Because this verb is taking a suffix, the ta. The ta for ata, for you, masculine singular. That's it. So we will meet you again in lesson number 25. And toda rabba, להתראות.